Hello everybody, I'm here to give my story on the Pauls Valley Wynnewood tornado of April 22nd, 2020. As you can see here on radar scope, I'm headed down I-35. Actually looking to go to Wynnewood, and I would come back. I would turn around at the Wynnewood exit and come back to get out of that rain. But you see the Screaming Eagle with the hook there. I knew this storm was going to be probably a tornado producer, especially right there. I was at the Loves on that state highway that crosses I-35 across from Jetstream Casino, which is where I'm at, and you can see the tornado right there. Actually became visible for maybe, I don't know, about 20-30 seconds. Another picture there. I had to play with the contrast and brightness of these photos that I took on my iPhone. I wish I had better photos and videos, but I want to put this out there just to, if anybody's curious, to see, what it is. Using some stuff that I saw on YouTube, you can see Brandon Link there. That was from I-35, and Brett Adair had that's photo from, I think, what is that, like King Ranch, on one of those roads, and then at the intersection it started roping off. But I did the coordinates and all that good stuff, and you can see like where I'm at up there at the top, looking diagonally with the Walmart distribution plant, just diagonally. I think, maybe that was where the tornado was at, but these are just some photos that I had to use the like I said, the darkness and contrast a little bit to get it to show up, but it's better than having nothing. And if anybody's like me, it's there's not been a lot on this most northern storm that day. Everybody's got photos from Springer, Medill, Wapanucka, all those places. So like I said, I just want to kind of put this out there if anybody's interested. If not, whatever, move along. But just for research purposes, it was a very cool storm. It was rated an EF1, I believe, and it was a fairly large tornado, I think. Kind of initially looking at it, I thought, oh man, this thing's could be a monster. But it was only on the ground, like I said, for maybe a minute, maybe a mile. But right before it got to I-35, these storms ramped up and moved east very quickly. It just but it wasn't on the ground for very long. And there's actually a video I saw on Twitter of somebody quote unquote intercepting the tornado, and you can see it roping out. But I think there might have been some swirl around there on the interstate, and there was actually a semi overturned, which I saw, which was about halfway from the Jetstream Casino to the Wynnewood exit. So very interesting day. And by the way, this is you can see right there that hook on that back storm. I think that was the very first storm that developed on the day, which was near Lake Ellsworth, and it just kept moving on. But you can see there, and see this storm right here fed right in to that big storm, and it got very rain, I don't want to say rain wrap, but just it became very condensation heavy. And I think some of the storms to the south may have sucked some of the energy out of this one. But this had the classic everything you look for. And right there again, is the tornado. And there for a minute, see, I was looking kind of off to the left, and there great rotation on everything, but then you kind of look over to the right and it's like, oh yeah, there's the tornado. And then before too long, rain came around from the north and was being sucked in by the tornado, and I couldn't really follow. I think it was this right here is probably pretty close to the interstate, honestly, but I couldn't really see anything not too long after that. But I think the tornado was on the ground for maybe about a minute. So anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. that's my take on it. And if you have any questions, hit me up, message me, whatever. Hoping to be out tomorrow, which will be April 28th. We'll see if something happens. Maybe not. But I'll keep trying to document everything I do. So y'all have a great day, and hopefully talk to you guys later.